Coming up on News Live at 6, Syracuse held its first community hearing on lead water contamination after shocking data was released last month. What officials and residents are saying.
Plus, the Community Folk Arts Center celebrates their own Thanksgiving early with the Friendsgiving. With live music and soul food, students de-stress before the following exam week.
And is student attendance at the Dome slipping? How the Thanksgiving break could quiet the Loud House. News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is CitrusTV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
Latest recruit, and it's a name every fan will recognize. Welcome into News Live at 6. I'm Anjana Dasam.
And I'm Spencer Congel. Kyan Anthony committed to play for the Orange just half an hour ago. Ryan Bridges is in studio now. Ryan, what does this mean for Cuse on and off the court? Because this is huge, right?
Yeah, this is absolutely huge. I mean, Kyan Anthony is certainly a top 40 player in the country, according to the class of 2025 rankings. That's if you look at 24/7 Sports. That's if you look at ESPN. I'm still processing the whole thing as it happens right now. But as far as on the court goes, he's listed as a shooting guard. So JJ Starling is there for the Orange right now. Jaquan Carlos. We don't know what the team is going to look like when Kyan officially steps on campus. But when you consider the off the court impacts, he's going to be the most popular athlete in Syracuse right away. He carries that great last name. The NIL impact is going to be so great. He's probably going to have the highest NIL evaluation of anybody that's been here on Syracuse's campus since NIL became a thing, and just the impact. He's going to bring a lot of people to the Dome. So I know we think about how Syracuse football hasn't been able to fill up the Dome this season. Kyan Anthony will certainly be able to do that in 2025 when that happens, and I'll have more for you in our sports block later in the show.
Thanks, Ryan. Well, the city of Syracuse heard directly from residents last night regarding the widespread lead water contamination.
While the city has set forth a 5-year timeline to fix the issue, Luke Welch spoke with residents who aren't satisfied.
Thursday evening's Common Council meeting sparked a conversation between the community and city officials on the lead water contamination impacting roughly 14,000 city residences.
That doesn't mean it doesn't exist, and it doesn't mean that you can't recognize it, because New York City does.
While the Syracuse COO, Water Commissioner, and Initiatives Director pushed the facts that the city is under the EPA's accepted levels of lead in homes affected, residents were still concerned.
I'm ready to get lead poison again.
I was deeply unsatisfied with the answers. It seemed like they didn't really know what they were talking about. It seemed like some of them weren't aware that this meeting was going to happen very early in advance. And that, that is their job. They should know the answers to these questions that we're asking.
Mawade Jakasa is a former Syracuse grad now living on the south side. She says that the city's actions, or lack thereof, are directly contributing to oppression.
So there is an apartheid going on in Syracuse. They are poisoning our children. They are denying us housing, and this is unacceptable. It's a violation of our human rights.
But the Common Council heard, understood, and showed empathy to the victims of lead contamination.
All of us feel that this is a very, very vital, important issue. We cannot say, well, we thought we fixed it. This is a crisis. This is a crisis. Every resident who wants a Pura filter should get one.
The city's short-term plan to combat the lead water contamination, a LEED Brita filtration system to get rid of 99% of lead and 30 other contaminants. But according to city residents and local environmental advocacy groups, the non-permanent fix isn't enough.
They could declare a state of emergency right now if they wanted to. To me, the fact that they don't want to, the fact that there's resistance, it's confusing.
While the Common Council members are eager to achieve clean drinking water for all, the decision may not be theirs to make.
That really wouldn't be for us to do anyway, so that it would be an administrative decision.
It would have to be from the mayor.
I believe so.
With the mayor's denial of a need to declare a crisis and commitment to the 5-year plan, no new action is expected from the city, but they ensure that they will continue to apply for as much financial assistance to speed the process of pipe replacements. From City Hall, Luke Welch, CitrusTV News.
Luke, thank you. Today, the Community Folk Arts Center is hosting their own Friendsgiving. With doors already open for students, our reporter Sigourney Bell is there to tell us more.
Hi, thank you, Anjana. Yes, I am in the Community Folk Arts Center where they have set up their own Friendsgiving. Around me, there are tables and a buffet set up, and they're going to have a DJ later on through the night. Right now, I am here with Harper. She's a work-study student at the Community Folk Arts Center. Harper, can you tell us a little bit more about this event?
Yes, so this is the Community Folk Arts Center's first year throwing this Friendsgiving. We're hoping it'll be successful enough to continue this next year. We've got soul food to appeal, and well, in addition to the food, we are also having half hood, half holistic over to do a mental health talk about wellness during the holidays and how to navigate this space between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Awesome. I really love that, guys. The soul food looks so good over here in the corner. But Harper, can you tell us a little bit more about why this event is important for students specifically?
So, speaking as a first-year student, a freshman, I would say I would love to see more freshmen here because I understand how their first year can be a little daunting being away from home. And I think coming here would just help close the gap, just being part of a community while you wait to get on your flight back home. So, yeah, it would be very beneficial to one's wellness.
I very much agree. Like Harper mentioned, they're going to have a licensed therapist come in and speak about how students can navigate this tough, and difficult, stressful time that is the holiday season. Doors open at 6 o'clock, but the program will start at 6:30. Live from the Community Folk Arts Center, I'm Sigourney Bell reporting for CitrusTV News. Back to you guys.
Sigourney, thank you. The Whitman School of Management is hosting its annual Orange Summit at the Flom Grand Hall today. The panel gives students an opportunity to connect with industry professionals and learn business tools to help their career. All the businesses were owned and led by Syracuse University alumni.
This comes on the same day Whitman moved up on Princeton's undergraduate business program rankings. The school moved to 13th in the country, while its graduate counterpart sits at 24th. The rankings were based on entrepreneurship, faculty, students, and alumni. Entrepreneurship Chair Maria Maniti says the rise in rankings is a testament to Whitman's faculty.
And earlier today, Maxwell hosted a naturalization ceremony where a number of refugees, students, faculty, and others officially became American citizens. Dean Vince Leik and Judge Patrick Radel swore in 41 U.S. citizens, all local to the central New York region. They represented 26 countries across 6 continents. Besides their oath, the new Americans recited the Pledge of Allegiance, sang classic patriotic songs, and began the voter registration process.
Students at SU's Sports Management Club are hosting their 20th annual charity sports auction. The auction will be hybrid with online bidding opening on December 8th and in-person event at the Dome on December 10th. All funds raised will support local emergency shelters, meal programs, and mental health services. Since it began, the auction has raised over $700,000 for Central New York's nonprofits.
Attendance at the Dome for football games is at a recent high, but students haven't always been out in full force.
Holden Sherman sat down with Auto Army's president to understand how they plan to keep the Loud House packed for the final game of the year.
Attendance at Syracuse football games is at the highest it's been since 2019. A main part of that is the student section. Here with me today is the president of Autos Army. Autos Army is the official student section of Syracuse Athletics, Rajan Joshi. Hi, Rajan. Why do you think attendance has been so high this year for football games?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of reasons that we could go into. I think the big thing, we have a new team. We have a very exciting quarterback, Kyle McCord, coming in. We also have a really exciting head coach in Fran Brown. And with students, people are excited. We're excited about the new football season. We're excited to see our team hopefully win some games, and we have been winning pretty decently so far compared to past years. Another big part is just, our promotion schedule and how we've been able to promote the games, getting giveaways at almost every home game we've had between pom-poms and t-shirts and different things, and also coordinating different colors, whether we do a blue out or orange out and things like that. So, there's a lot of elements that go into that, but I think the main thing is just the excitement on campus.
So SU football has 2 more home games left. Mm-hmm. One next Saturday, November 23rd against UConn, and then one on November 30th against number 9 ranked Miami. Mm-hmm. Those games are sandwiched between Thanksgiving break. Yeah. What is the strategy for Autos Army to kind of get people going to those games?
Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to build the excitement about it. I know people are excited about football in general, and hopefully with UConn, people want to stay on campus for that, and we're definitely, posting this week and next about that, making sure people can fill out a form to claim their tickets and they'll be able to come. And then with Miami, the big thing, I mean, that's a huge game. They're a top 10 team. Like, if we win that, we're setting ourselves up for a lot of success, not only this year, but in the future. And also, I mean, to be honest, just the environment that day is going to be insane, and I think students are going to want to be a part of that for sure.
Thank you for your time, Rajan. Syracuse football's next home game is November 23rd against UConn. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holden. Syracuse University is hosting Operation Orange Warm-Up to collect winter coats for students in need. Donations can be made several ways, from dorms to the football game against Miami and Shine. Collection bins will be out until December 6th. The operation is also looking for students to volunteer, and the coats will be given away on December 10th in the Shine Underground.
The Student Association's Community Engagement Committee hosted a clothing swap at Hendricks Chapel today. The SU community could bring their old clothes and take home new ones. Student Association Chair of Community Engagement Kate Richter says the event is designed to be sustainable and inclusive of everyone, even if money is tight as a college student. Some students, like Elena Cotet, were eagerly awaiting the swap.
I went to something like this freshman year. I'm a junior now, and I've been waiting for them to do something like this so I could, because I remember finding good stuff freshman year too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me come back, and I found a few things. But
to give back. And Anjana, maybe I should have stopped by the clothing swap and picked up a nice warm winter jacket, because it's certainly been cold over the past few days. I'm not sure if you're happy about these colder temperatures or wish it was warmer out.
I actually kind of got tired of the warm weather, Spencer, and I was so ready for winter weather, but now it's too cold, and I'm kind of wishing we were back to warmer weather. But here to tell us more is our weather anchor, Michael Lamorte. Michael, what can we expect for the rest of the week?
Yeah, well, Spencer said it just perfectly. Winter jacket, you might want to break those out. 42 degrees right now in Syracuse. The sun has already set. It's depressing that I can't put a beautiful sun right in that box right there, but the sun has set. And then this morning it was 50 degrees, felt more like 48 with 15-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Guys, it's getting chilly, and those wind chills coming in as well is just making it even colder. A jacket would be nice. All right, taking a look across now at the region. The lows, Rome, Fulton, and Syracuse, all the lowest in the region, but coincidentally, all sunshine as well. Rome, partly cloudy skies, but getting colder again all across the region. And then a look at tonight, 35 degrees. Even though it's going to be cold and you might want to wear a jacket, I recommend everyone go outside and see the super full moon that's going to be outside. A great weather anchor yesterday said it's going to be a beaver moon. If you don't know what that is, I encourage everyone to look it up, because that is what you can expect later on tonight. I'll have more on the 5-day forecast later on in the show. Guys.
Mike, thank you. With wintertime temperatures comes wintertime traditions. Lights on the Lake is back on Monday night. The Wintertime Syracuse Classic features a 2-mile drive and more than 600,000 lights. Next week, there are a bunch of theme nights. Monday, all proceeds go to Book Van Gogh, which provides free books to kids. Tuesday is Doggy Drive-Thru, with proceeds benefiting Humane CNY and Second Chance Canine Adoption Center. Wednesday is Salute the Troops Night. Anyone with a military ID will get in free, and Feed Our Vets will be collecting donations.
And the race for New York Senate's 50th district is coming to a close. Democrat Chris Ryan is declaring victory with less than 500 votes left to verify. Ryan leads Republican Nick Perro by 1,400 votes in the race for John Mannion's old seat. Mannion left to run Congress in the New York 22nd district.
And coming up on News Live at 6, RFK Jr.'s appointment to Head of Health and Human Services is causing controversy and fluctuations in the stock market. The directions companies are moving.
Plus, the Trump administration considering a cut to a tax credit for electric vehicles, what it means for EV prices, and Elon Musk's Tesla after the break.
Come on, it's not that hard.
My big man fingers are having a problem with these little tiny buttons.
Whoa, watch it there. Your blood pressure's gonna go through the roof.
Tell me about it. I'm trying to learn how to get it down. Instead, it keeps going up.
High blood pressure can increase the risk for heart attack or stroke. Learn how to keep yours at a healthy range.
Ever hear a voice command? Just say text barbershop to 97779.
That's not what I said.
Just give me that. Now my blood pressure's up.
They'll test you.
try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
If you see news happening on campus, in Syracuse, or across the nation, call the Citrus TV newsroom, 315-443-1177, or tweet at CitrusTV News, your campus news leader.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. Pharmacy stocks took a massive hit yesterday after President-elect Trump named Robert F. Kennedy Jr. as his choice to lead the Department of Health and Human Services. Kennedy is drawing criticism for his views on vaccines and removing fluoride from drinking water.
Shares in big vaccine producers, including Pfizer and Moderna, lost more than $8 billion in market value. Health policy experts fear a Kennedy appointment could turn people away from getting vaccinations.
And a tax credit for electric vehicle buyers may go away soon. The Trump administration is considering eliminating the federal $7,500 credit for EV buyers. The change may actually be good news for Tesla.
Tesla's in a uniquely good position among EV makers. Very few companies are turning a profit, and if the credit ends, they'll have to lower prices even more. Tesla CEO Elon Musk says Tesla would be hit, but thanks to higher volume of sales than other companies, the impact would be felt less.
And it's not all good news for Elon Musk's companies, though. X experienced its latest drop in users in years the day after the election. The X exodus is sending many users to alternate platforms.
Other platforms like Blue Sky and Threads have been picking up the slack. Blue Sky gained 1 million users in the last week, and it's the #1 free app on the App Store as of now. Instagram's X-competitor Threads also crossed over 275 billion users.
And the Texas Supreme Court has ruled against state lawmakers who made a last-ditch effort to stop an execution. Robert Robertson was sentenced to death in 2003 after the killing of his 2-year-old daughter.
His case is the most high-profile use of shaken baby syndrome to prosecute a parent. The medical condition has been questioned in recent years by some doctors. A new execution for Robertson has not been set, but it looks certain to move forward unless Texas Governor Greg Abbott grants a 30-day reprieve.
And coming up, my paisan, Sebastian Maniscalco, is coming to Syracuse. Is it going to be good weather for Sunday sauce? Coming up after the break.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television? You haven't even bought a sofa yet. A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot. Buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers. Feed the pig.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
All right, welcome back to Citrus TV, your campus news leader. Let's take a look now at that 5-day forecast. Today, high of 52 and a low of 34. It was sunny all across the board throughout the day. Saturday, you can expect more of the same, more sunshine, a high of 50, low of 36. Now, for Sunday through Tuesday, you can expect clouds in the sky and some rain on Monday, 40% chance of rain there. But let's get into this Sunday. I said there's going to be clouds in the sky, but my paisan is going to be here, Sebastian Maniscalco. Let me get so you can see his beautiful face here. 35 degrees at 4 a.m. You might be asking, Mike, why 4 a.m.? Well, that's the time that an Italian father wakes you up to go do yard work around the house. Let's look at the rest of the day. 7 p.m., 45 degrees. That's when the show starts. And by 9 p.m., 44 degrees. That should be about the time that you're getting out of the show. Sun in the morning, partly cloudy throughout the rest of the day. It's going to be a great time. If you have a chance to get a ticket, I would go. I'm hoping to find one ticket last minute. We'll see. But yeah, my paisan's coming to Syracuse. I'll have your wake-up weather later on in the show, guys. Paisans coming to Syracuse. Kyan Anthony's coming to Syracuse as well, joining the men's basketball team. I'll tell you more about it after the break.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
Perhaps the most influential figure in the history of Syracuse athletics, Carmelo Anthony, made an impact that lasted decades on the Hill. But now, someone else in the family will look to write that destiny here in 2024 in the 315. Welcome into sports. I'm Ryan Bridges. Kyan Anthony is officially orange after making his announcement just at the top of the hour. The four-star recruit went to Long Island Lutheran High School and narrowed his options down to SU and USC earlier on this week. Kyan, a top 40 recruit in the class of 2025. That's according to ESPN. That's according to 24/7 Sports. He took his official visit to Syracuse not too long ago, but he visited a bunch of schools, so they kept it very under wraps about where he was going. His father said he did not want to influence his decision, but if the Syracuse practice facility is going to be named after his father, it's going to be tough to stay away from the Orange. He's the fourth recruit in the class of 2025. So while Kyan Anthony is added to the class of 2025 for Syracuse men's basketball, the 2024 squad is surviving nail-biters left and right. The Orange have won by a combined 6 points against Lemoyne and Colgate over the last 2 weeks. After the narrow win over the Red Raiders on Tuesday, Adrian Autry had a strong message, but not for his players or even the fans, but rather for the media.
They never was rattled. We came in and we did what we were supposed to do. All right? Again, not great, and it's not going to be great. We got work to do. But I'm just stop talking about all this other stuff, and when you got to talk about the style of play and what we're doing and what things have changed.
Hopefully things change for Syracuse and Adrian Autry's crew, because if they're just getting by these opponents right now, when they play Power 5 programs like Texas and Tennessee, it could spell danger for the Orange. They've given up over 25 three-point attempts in these last two contests, and they haven't been able to stay in front of players. Adrian Autry has said these have been concerns for the basketball team. They let a really shifty guard in Jalen Cox tear him up for 21 points. Syracuse taking on Youngstown State tomorrow. That's at 1 o'clock inside the Dome. Citrus TV will have a bunch of coverage for that game as well. Of course, there's the football game that crosses over with it. First matchup between the two programs ever. Then they got to go play Texas in the Barclays Center. So the schedule after this Youngstown State game gets much tougher. And for the first time all season, Syracuse men's basketball and Syracuse football in action on the same day tomorrow, as I said. SU battles Cal on the gridiron at 3 o'clock. It's the first matchup between the Orange and the Golden Bears since 1968. The one thing that Syracuse needs to do better is stop the run. 325 rushing yards. That's what they gave up against Boston College last week. And Cal has one of the best running backs in the country in Jaden Ott. So Syracuse needs to fight to get a better bowl game than they already have in the past couple of years. They've been flirting with that 6-7 win mark the past few seasons. That's all I've got in sports. Spencer and Anjana, back to you.
Thanks, Ryan. Well, coming up, we have one last look at your wake-up weather. Stay with us.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes, but with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And welcome back to Citrus TV News. Taking one last look at your wake-up weather. Sunshine when you wake up, 45 degrees. Don't let that sun fool you. You're going to want to bundle up. Guys, you know, I know Thanksgiving is still some time away, but it's fall season's kind of ending here. It's starting to get chilly. Winter jackets are coming out. I think the winter might be coming a little bit more sooner than people are thinking. So make sure, guys, that we're bundling up. 45 degrees when you wake up, guys.
Thanks, Michael. Well, if you're in need of a laugh, Sebastian Maniscalco is headed to Syracuse this weekend.
He's bringing his It Ain't Right tour to the On Center Sunday at 7. We saw tickets starting at around $60.
And Michael, I know you were very excited about this. I heard you're a big fan.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Sebastian Maniscalco. I've probably seen just about all of his Netflix specials. You know, his truth just speaks to me. You know, it's my paisan. What can I say?
Your Italian paisan, our friend of the program, Ronnie Perillo, is a big fan as well. I'm sure maybe you'll go with him. You'll see it at the On Center.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I didn't know that he was coming until this morning. Guess who the first person I texted was?
Must have been Ronnie.
All caps, Ronnie Perillo. Tell me you know who Sebastian Maniscalco is. He said yes. I said, we got to go. So we're thinking about going, and I know Ronnie will be there front row with me if we do go.
It's in the works. Good, awesome. I haven't been to a comedy show before. I'm not sure. Have you been to anything like that?
I have not been to anyone, not in Syracuse at least. No. But I'm really, maybe I should check it out. I mean, he seems like, I mean, if you said he's great, I'm sure he is.
No, yeah, he's just got this different style of comedy, very family-centric, talking about his family story. So that's definitely, if you guys are in need of a laugh, I would definitely recommend going.
Well, that's all the time we have for you today on News Live at 6 for this Friday.
Don't forget, you can follow us on X and Instagram at CitrusTV News. Now for the entire CitrusTV News team, I'm Spencer Congel.
And I'm Anjana Dasam. Have a great night, Syracuse.